Hello and welcome to Physics 101. I'm Robert Austin. I'll be your facilitator for the next 5 weeks. And I'm creating this video and making it as short as possible to guide you through the course so you can avoid some of the pitfalls that students frequently encounter when they start this class. First place to look is the syllabus. Now, I think everything in here is pretty standard, but look at the bottom. That's the main thing to concentrate on. It's a general schedule for each of the 5 weeks. So each week, the same things are due: interactive overview, discussion, and assessment. So interactive overview, I'll say more about these things in a moment, but that's due by Thursday. That would be October 19th, midnight, actually 11:59 p.m. Thursday night, Phoenix time, okay? 1 minute before midnight. There's a discussion, and the response to the discussion topic is due by midnight, Thursday, October 19th, just like the interactive overview. And please get that on time because I do penalize students for being late. It's important that you respond to the discussion topic so that we have something to continue to discuss. All right, if there's nobody posting anything, there's no real discussion going on. If we had a conversation and we just both sat there and let's say we met for lunch and we had an hour to talk and we only start talking at 59 minutes into the hour, we're not going to get much of a conversation going. So get your response in by Thursday. And then there's 2 replies that are due the following Monday. Then you have an assessment that's also due the following Monday. The last Monday, Monday is the last day of the class week. So in our case, Monday would be the 23rd of October. Okay, so by midnight or 11:59 Phoenix time, that's due. Everything's due. So let's go move along here. Well, you have a course questions area. So if you have any questions about anything in the course, it can be a technical question about what you read or a question about when things are due or what's due, etc. You can ask it here, and I or one of your classmates should be able to answer it. Okay, we're in week 1. So this is unique to week 1. Meet your faculty and peers. I'd like you to post a brief biography. It can be as short as you like. It's not graded. If you don't want to post anything, that's fine, but it's kind of helpful to me in particular to kind of know where students are coming from and what might give them some trouble. Maybe someone has to work nights or something, and if you tell me that, then I can understand why you might have trouble meeting deadlines. So anyway, and it's also nice to know what you're majoring in. Why are you at the University of Phoenix? Okay. It actually asks you to say things about your favorite food and your hobbies and things, and that's interesting, but really I'm kind of more interested in knowing why you're at the University of Phoenix, what you intend to do with your career. All right, interactive overview. This is trivial, but important at the same time. So if you click on it, my picture's in the way here, let me move it. So if you don't see a start attempt button down here, there may be a conflict between your browser and Blackboard. So if you're having any issues interacting with this course, then I suggest using Chrome. Chrome seems to be the most compatible of all the browsers I've worked with. All right, so you start the attempt. Remember, I'd like you to respond to this by Thursday. It tells you what you should be doing. You should be reading your reading assignment and working on a simulation. I'll say more about that in a minute. And once you got started, you should have some sense about how things are going in the course. So briefly say how you feel, that you're very confident, or maybe you're really worried about things for some reason. If you are, then tell me why. Okay, I'm I would say I'm very confident. And why? Because the facilitator, duh. Whoops, I can't even spell duh. Okay, right? And you can then, you must submit it or I can't see it and grade it. So make sure you submit it. And then you have an option where you can download the confirmation. In any case, it's going to be sent via email to your email address. Okay. Okay, that is that. That's very easy. It should only take you a couple minutes. Discussion. Well, let's go down here first because you should start reading as soon as possible, reading the material. And it's here in Learning Activities. Okay, this is your textbook. So just click on that. We read each week by chapter. Week 1 is chapter 1. Chapter 2 is week 2. 3 is week 3. Chapter 4 is week 4. Chapter 5 is week 5. Unfortunately, we have 5 weeks, and this is a 6-chapter book, so we're not going to read the 6th chapter. It's called 6 Easy Pieces. That refers to the chapters. We're going to read only 5 of the 6 easy pieces. So read through this chapter and try to get some idea of what the author, who is Richard Feynman, by the way, and make sure you get the reference to this textbook because I'm going to expect to see that reference later in your essays because this is your most important resource. Don't just go to Wikipedia and answer everything or even Encyclopedia Britannica or whatever. There's a lot of good resources out there, but the main one should be your textbook. So don't ignore it. Okay, so that's where you read things. So get started. Try to get started by Thursday. Then go to the discussion because by Thursday you should post a response, and it's all explained here. Your discussion topic, there's some things you should answer in your response. You see here it says due Thursday. All right, I'm saying that to make it clear. Students seem to never seem to get that. All right, 175 words or more. So it has to be a substantial and substantive little response to the discussion topic. Once you get that done, then you should start reading other people's responses and reply to at least a couple of them. And those replies are due by Monday. And they can be short. I mean, I would say as a guideline, at least 75 words, but it doesn't have to be much more than that. Okay, so that can be fairly short and succinct, but say something substantive. Don't just say, oh, I think your name is cool, or I agree with you, or something like that. If you agree with somebody or disagree with them, explain why. What was it they said that you are responding to, and explain why you're responding that way. Okay, that makes for a substantive response. Okay, and kind of for me, maybe the most fun part of the course is the simulation. So you can put all this learning to work and learn more, reinforce your learning, reinforce what you read with a simulation, which is about as close to experience as we can get. So I'm not going to go through the whole simulation or anything. First thing you should do, though, is download the assignment guide. Those are your instructions. Okay, and by the way, keep an eye on this. I just realized I'm going to update these bullets to be a little more comprehensive, what you should be doing, okay? So basically, I'm going to say what's in the rubric here. So you can pay attention to the rubric. All these things are things that I base your grade on. So look at the rubric, look it over. I'm going to summarize what's in the rubric over here after this video is made. So just so you know. All right, the assignment guide, click on that link. You may see nothing happening, but what it does is it downloads a Word document to your downloads folder. So if you don't see a link popping up here, go to your downloads folder and you're going to find the file there. I'll go ahead and do that just to show you that I'm not a liar. Go to downloads here. There's the file. Open it up and then follow the instructions. Don't just look at the pictures, read the words, okay? I'm going to give you a big hint. This picture shows water molecules, but the words say, observe the atomic structure of oxygen. So when you're running the simulation, make sure you're selecting oxygen, not water, even though the instructions show water selected. Follow the directions, okay? Please, step by step. If you follow the directions correctly, then you probably will be fine. And then click on the simulation. This is a simulation. Make sure you pick the right part of the simulation. This first one is in states, not phase changes, so select that, and then follow the directions, okay? All right. Enough of that. Whoops, where am I? Here I am. Okay. Close that. I think that's really about it. And then one last thing I want you to be aware of. You see down here, there's a link. I've scheduled a live meeting for Thursday. I'm going to be appearing live, assuming nothing comes up. I'll make an announcement. Sometimes I can't make the meeting, but usually I do. So this Thursday, 6 p.m. Phoenix time, I'm going to be available, and you can join me in Blackboard Collaborate. Okay, so Collaborate's here, but click on the link to get to the meeting. I suggest sometime before Thursday, you click on the link to see what time it is in your time zone. I'm on Eastern time, so you're going to see it say 9 p.m. on Thursday. See, 9 p.m. Thursday, October 19th. That's when the meeting begins on Eastern time. If you're Central time, it would be 8 p.m. Okay. All right. And if you can, as you see here, it should say optional live meetings. These are optional. You're not required to attend. You're not graded on attendance. I know some of you have other things to do and maybe just can't make it. That's okay. I'll record the meeting and post the recording later in the week, usually by Saturday, most likely Friday, okay? So, but if you can, it's your best chance to ask a question and get an answer from me. All right. I think that's all for now. I can't think of anything else to say. So if I left something out or some questions come up, make a note of them, and hopefully you can attend the meeting on Thursday and you ask me, quote unquote, in person and live. So if I don't see you Thursday, I'll see you virtually in class. So see you later.